What's up, everybody?
Yo.
Welcome to another episode of
Why can't we just do a normal intro?
Because this
we'll
is PcolaPodcasters.
Why
That's
not?
what.
We'll put a noise gate on it. Woo, that was funny.
You're so strong.
You're so strong.
You're so strong.
Yeah, I was saying that whenever Nick and Chase were bringing in the equipment. Mostly Chase, which was funny because, you know.
Mr. Sheffield.
You're so strong.
All right, everybody, welcome to PcolaPodcasters. Today we're just going to sit around and do some bull spitting and
Pretty much.
some promoting. We got our crew here today, which is Crystal. We got Chase, and we got Nick, and we got Keith.
Keith, by the way, is in Confront the Chaos.
Yeah.
So we got him today because he's letting us use his space, and he's being... Him and Chase are actually just now becoming part of PcolaPodcasters and jumping on board.
Yeah.
Yep, so we're doing a big conglomerate thing. If you're interested in any way of being a part of Cola Army, you got to let us know. So
I guess we'll go into the sponsor for today.
yeah, absolutely. This episode is sponsored by Conquest Auto Care. Booyah, right here in Pensacola.
You can see that, we're now getting sponsors, and I hope you also see the new transition. So I thought that was pretty cool. Always evolving and adapting.
You're
Yeah.
so tech savvy.
You're so tech savvy.
Mr.
It's
Sheffield.
So true. Oh, Mr. Gilbreth.
I'm going to go back to the screen.
Why? Are you going to do dirty things?
I'll buy that for $1.
I'm in between you guys, man.
What would you do for $20?
Oh, yeah.
20
what
of
would you
that.
do for $20? We're
I'll
going.
have 20 of whatever he's having.
We're going to be starting that segment, which is what would you do for $20? And my front man, George, and I are going to take a camera and just kind of venture out and see who we can get. As far as answers, you'd be surprised what people talk about and what they would do for $20. I mean...
Honestly, we should plug in some of those videos from Halloween whenever we gave that a run, even though I look terrible.
Oh, yeah, Donald Trump.
Donald Trump was great.
Super funny.
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
And then,
Where's my stimulus check?
Joey
Yeah, where's my
Mark
motherfucking
from
stimulus
TVA.
check?
Good times.
But no, we do got some things to talk about today.
We do. We've got TBA is going to be doing a show on
Black Friday. And I'm going to be on guitar this time, so...
Oh, it's going to be shredded.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So come out and say hi. I'm not going to be dressed as any members of Tiger King this time.
Right.
So I will have a happy face.
One where he can smile without his teeth missing.
Right? I hated that stuff. That stuff that...
It didn't work.
Costume-wise, it still didn't work. I put that stuff on my teeth, and I'd smile one good time, and it'd be gone, then...
Yeah.
I close my mouth, open it back up, you can see all my teeth again.
Wow.
Well, all my remaining teeth.
Well,
But
some
anyway,
people would be happy about that.
right?
No teeth, show horse, no teeth.
Yep. Good times. But yeah, it's COLAFEST. We should probably get into that a little bit.
Oh, wow, that's where I come in. COLAFEST. So, we got COLAFEST coming up. That's going to be a huge event with local artists, local original artists. And that will be a chance for those musicians to win a grand prize to participate in a really, really good event. And it's going to be a great show. It's super fun. I mean, you're going to meet so many different people and musicians throughout the process of getting to COLAFEST. There's going to be multiple events with that as well.
Yeah, and networking-wise, it's going to be awesome also because, you know, you have to consider we're also trying to bring in some sponsors. We're reaching out to people, you know. I'm not going to release any of that information right now, but we are talking to some big people who can do big things for local musicians, and this is what it's about. It's about creating a network for everybody, like local musician wise, to have an outlet, especially after coronavirus, you know, and a place to play, a place to enjoy you know, what they do and their passion, and an opportunity to win something big that's going to push their band further. You know, that might be a recording session, that might be a gift certificate at a music store, it might be raffling off something like a guitar that you never know, you know, like we've got a lot of plans.
A chance for merch to be sold, to get their product out there, to get sponsoring, you know, clothing wise, because, you know, I would love to get some of the bands that come in. I'd love to get some of their.
Yeah, it'd be like a one-stop shop too. We can get oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, because MTV ain't MTV anymore. Am I right?
That's true. We need something that's actually music.
Look,
music based.
Even before PcolaPodcasters even started, before I even came in contact with you, I had a vision at one time growing up, because I've been in cover bands and original bands. I mean, like, first band I ever joined was, you know, we had a band called After This Day. Well, actually, it wasn't After This Day first. It was called Afterburn. And we did a little bit, and then it came After This Day, and that's pretty much, I'm the only remaining member of that band.
Yeah.
Unless you want to include Ryan, but he don't really do any music no more. But I had a vision because, like he was talking about MTV, you see all these outlets, all these bands. Well, some of these bands that's here, you wish you could see them like on a big time like MTV and stuff.
Yeah.
So in my head, because I was always brainstorming this as a teenager going to now, like, I wish we can get Pensacola sort of that limelight exposure with the bands and almost have a local version of MTV.
Right. There's no reason that we can't, in our Gulf Coast area along with Pensacola. I've been playing music here for 11 years now, and I tell you what, the love between the musicians is amazing, and to be able to bring all these people together to work together and to influence other people to be involved in our music scene and to help it grow and to bring attention to the area is an excellent idea. I mean, bottom line, the podcast, people sponsoring, and venues, and car shows, and bike shows, and with it being multi-interest, it's a great idea to bring all these people together. Right now, we need togetherness. There's a lot of separation in our country, and we need the love. We got to spread the love. We got to spread, music. Music is a universal language, and bringing everybody together is just a great thing. And to me, that's important.
Yeah, it's all about community.
And I love it. I totally love it. I enjoy it, and it's important to me to pass this information on and to help my fellow musicians in my area.
I definitely believe in that too.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, you can't go wrong with bringing people together in this area. So we definitely need it, and we got big ideas for this. So we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna keep pushing. We're looking for sponsors. We're looking for people to help us bring unity in our area. So that's part of what this podcast is about.
Well, my big plan, like, I know that it's small right now, but it's growing rapidly. Like, by the way, thank you everybody, because I am so impressed with the reach, the comments, the responses that we're getting, those types of things. I'm absolutely
cool
impressed. It's quick, man, that air conditioner.
That thing will blow you out.
Yeah. But it's something that we are going to look at and go, wow, we did something huge, you know? We're going to bring everybody together, network, Yeah,
because you're always hearing about Seattle and California and all them,
crazy,
but
man.
I've always found that, the Florida, all the way to, like, Louisiana and stuff.
Yeah, the Gulf Coast is a big area. I mean, Florida, Louisiana, Texas, Alabama, Georgia.
We have a lot of great musicians and a lot of good music, and there's a lot of bands that I've seen growing up, like at the Handlebar, back when the Handlebar was open.
Yeah.
There's a lot
of practice space away from the practice space.
Yeah, there was a lot of good, talented bands that I thought, in my personal opinion, that were a lot better than some of the famous bands that were out there. And I was like, I wish these guys could get attention like the...
Because they deserve it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They put all this hard work into it, and it's hard to find people to bite or somebody that's going to be able to pay you for something like that, and it's all
and
about the
then a lot
love
of people
for it
give
now.
up on their dreams because of that.
I
stuff.
talked about this in our podcast, our first episode. It's really hard for musicians nowadays. There are so many people who play instruments and are in bands. It's just really, really hard, and it takes people that aren't in our area to notice what we got going on. And even though we're just local musicians, to somebody in California, they don't think that we're a local musician. They hear our music and they go, oh wow, that's freaking awesome, I want to go check those guys out. And it brings the attention to those artists. So it's very important that we collaborate with other musicians and other people who are interested in the music scene, and it's great. It's really awesome. So
well, my thought process is, if you were to take your fan base and take your friends' fan bases, your other bands' fan bases, and collaborate and do something big, then you're just spreading your audience. You're literally reaching out all over the board for people that are supporting local music. So it's something for your fans, it's something for your bands for promotional purposes, and it's also a way for bigger things to look at you. You don't know who we have watching this podcast.
Exactly.
Like I'm impressed with some of the messages we've gotten from like music management groups, and I'm just like floored because now I have these contacts that I'm like, wow, this reminds me of when I was in radio. It's big stuff. We got big things.
I do want to give a shout out to some like-minded people for us, because we've got in contact with them. And
yes,
we've talked to them quite a bit. Just we share the same likeness of what we want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do want to give a shout out to the Sound. You can check them out on Facebook. I think it's the Sound 228.
Yes.
Yeah.
They also have an app on an iPhone.
Yes, and I checked that. It's a radio station.
Yeah.
If you just listen to it, it's great.
It's local radio, and we're totally about pushing that as well, because we're all about pushing the artist.
Yeah.
So it's not a competition; it's a collaboration to me. And I think it's great what
you
they're
get to hear
doing.
stuff that you've never heard before, and that's how people fall in love with music. Especially like in my situation, I like to hear stuff that I've never heard before. Because it just draws me to it. You hear a band that you haven't heard, or you go to a local show and you see them and you're automatically like, hell yeah, I want to go buy a t-shirt, I want to support those guys, and that's important to them.
There's actually a band that or a group of guys that I used to go to school with at Pace High. That was called Planetary Collision. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
Planetary Collision?
Yeah. And they were pretty good. They actually started a little album and stuff, and this show is also brought to you by Sonic.
Yeah, Keith went on a Sonic break. Yeah.
Never-ending Sonic Cup.
But no, thanks to the Sound also, because was it this last episode they did?
Yeah.
Oh, the one before that.
Oh, we saw that band that we didn't hear of. Oh, Plastic Weekend.
Yes, thanks to them, I actually heard of them, and I love their songs.
And their music video was awesome. Black Magic.
Yes.
Oh gosh, y'all look up those guys on YouTube.
Hopefully we can get them on sometime, and we can show
y'all what we're talking about. But until then, Plastic Weekend on YouTube. You can look up Black Magic.
And Facebook, because that's what we do.
Spotify too as well.
Yeah, Spotify.
But the music video is on YouTube. Y'all should check that out. I loved it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know
It's
who
great.
did their video, but I'm definitely interested in finding out.
Yeah, right.
So reach out, comment below.
But no, it's not about compete. When it comes to music, it's not about competing.
Yeah, we try to spread the love. I mean, I've walked in shows and walked in room, and you can feel it as soon as you get ready to start setting up. I mean, everybody's like, heck yeah, man, the party's on now. KTK's here. It's awesome. I mean, we need that in these times right now. It's very, very important that we all come together and work together and collaborate. I'm not trying to compete with anybody. I just want to get my music heard and out there, and I want to support my fellow musicians.
But while we're talking about not competing with everybody, let's talk about Battle of the Bands.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's a friendly competition.
That's a
friendly
competition.
That's right.
Okay, so this is a way to collaborate, and also a way for the winning band to get some swag.
Get some swag,
So,
maybe make a little bit of bank,
Yeah.
We got some big ideas for COLAFEST.
We do. 3 separate locations, 3 unique locations for qualifiers.
Yep.
And then 1 different location for the main event.
Right.
And those are still to be determined. So when we get close to actually sealing everything in, we will tell y'all. You'll be the first ones to know.
You'll be the announce. You'll get the announcements, and we'll probably release that on our Patreon first.
Yeah.
Right.
So whenever we get that completely set up, which we're trying to make sure that we got the tiers set up to where you can
So you can join the Cola Army.
Right.
join the Cola Army.
You're
Should have
so
put that
strong.
in here. Cola Army.
I mean, I thought that I sent it to you.
You sent it to me. I just didn't add it. So
Oh, that's okay. We can plug it later if we want
could.
to.
So speaking of COLAFEST, since you kind of hired me on as the artist relations and management, I will be starting an email to get the musicians to kind of give me their information, and I'll be handling all the artists for the shows and the events, and get everything rolling, to where we can do all this smoothly and get everyone ready and prepped for late next year. Now, I know Crystal's got some big ideas as far as how the show is going to go, and we got so much stuff that's going on, and she's going to need sponsors, she's going to need help, and that's what we are here to do. We're here to help get these events going. So, and you guys can help too if you're interested in helping out the show, or you want to be on the show. Just hit us up at PcolaPodcasters. If you are an artist and you want to get in one of the events, hit us up. We will get you handled.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Any type. If you got I lost train of thought. Sorry.
He's so
I was
strong.
I'm so strong, but not good in the brain. But yeah, if you're any type of artist, like
Even if you're a
Yeah,
tattoo artist.
There's no setback on genre or what you do. I mean, if you got a shop and you need
some promotion,
some promotions or anything like that, contact us. Go down in the bottom of the film and comment and say, hey, I'm a tattoo artist, or hey, I'm a mechanic, or hey, we're a company that builds, or anything like that. We can promote and advertise you and get customers to your business as well.
Yeah, we can do the exposure. Yeah.
Well, just like Conquest, cheap.
Do it again. Yep. Super cheap.
Just
Ladies
like
and
Conquest
gentlemen,
Auto Care.
Conquest Auto Care will handle you.
And your car.
But no, we got contacted. We got contacted. He's actually a good friend of mine, and he knows about the podcast, and we talked about getting the business out there, and I told him that we'd be glad to put it on there. It's a local way.
Jay's brother Corey owns it, and he was like, "Hey man, I really appreciate you plugging that for us."
And hopefully I can get Jay on here soon because he'll be a trip. So I really want to get Jay on here.
Yeah.
So yeah. But other than that, I guess let's go back to COLAFEST. I guess we can start telling them how COLAFEST can help you and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. So. Bring it up. Yep.
Another transition.
Booyah. So right now our Facebook has it lined out on the insights where our target and statistics are lined up to 25 to 45 years old, 72% male, 27% female, 1% other. No comment on what that is. Either they didn't say or they're non-binary, which is totally cool. But Facebook post reach average in 28 days, it's actually almost beyond that, and I made this flyer yesterday, is 7K plus, predominantly in the Pensacola area. Brand exposure while supporting the local music scene and benefiting a rapidly growing local podcast that has been self-funded since day one. I know you can read, but I'm letting you know right now that we started this, and this is our 5th episode, I believe. Our 5th episode. We started a month ago. We're doing one a week, as it sits, and we've had 2 bands on: Confront the Chaos, Losing Equilibrium. We plan to get more on. I think next week we'll have Dark Con Man.
Is that right? Talent Relations?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, that is correct.
And hopefully, in the future, we'll get Storm Within.
Oh yeah,
So,
Storm Within. I think next week we're lined up with Dark Con Man, and if you're an artist and you want to be on the show, man, hit us up. We'll get you on. We will get your stuff promoted. We will get your shirts promoted, your music, your video,
Your merch.
and we will get you hooked up. And there's no limit to the genres. I mean, if you're a rap artist, if you're a rock artist, it doesn't matter. We will get you hooked up.
Absolutely. That's what this is all about, though. I mean, let's just talk networking. Let's get some people on board. Let's see if you know any music stores or music businesses or anybody that would be interested in promoting something like this that has that audience range. Predominantly in the Pensacola area, so if you're a local business that's starting from the bottom, this is perfect for you because I'm all about that. Like, I'm going to get you on there whatever way I can. You know what I mean? Like, that's...
All you got to do is reach out. Just reach out to us, comment, email us, PcolaPodcasters@gmail.com. We will get you hooked up. There's no doubt about that.
And I'm not comparing. I don't compare bands to each other. I don't like to do that because that's like apples to oranges.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like finding local equivalents of stuff. Just like, you want your heavy band? Well, there's KTK right here.
Yep.
They're from here, so you can go out and see their shows. You can meet them.
Yeah.
Download.
We ain't shy.
Get a
We
shirt,
won't bite too hard.
autographs, that whole thing.
I mean, the whole 9 yards. I mean, we have a Patreon. We have everything. I mean, we got our Facebook page. I mean, we're working on writing new music ourselves. We're working on a couple covers. I mean, so if you want to hear something specific from KTK, reach out. I mean, hell, I don't mind playing, whatever, but you got to say something. You got to reach out, and we'll get you taken care of. It's awesome.
And not just music though, but like take Chase for example. Like you watch on Sci-Fi and everything like Ghost Adventures and Taps and all those ones like that. Well, Chase is here locally and he's starting his own paranormal.
Yeah.
So if you want to talk a little bit on that, you can. I don't know if you want to.
Yeah, go ahead and fill us in a little bit on the ghost hunting there.
Speak
Chase.
a little about yourself. Like,
he's like, I wasn't prepared for this.
Right?
That's the brilliance of this podcast.
You guys caught me off guard.
Yeah. What would you do for $20?
Yeah.
He's already said that.
Well, it just, I've had some experiences of my own, and I grew up watching that cheesy show on Travel Channel.
Look, I had a
Travel Channel.
I had a brain fart too. Don't worry.
Live on Pensacola Podcast, Chase's Brain Farts here today. I just grew up watching Ghost Adventures and stuff on Travel Channel and being super fascinated with the paranormal and just all that stuff that goes bump in the night and all that.
Yeah, let's go find out what's making that noise over there in downtown Factory.
Yeah, instead of walking away from it, we're gonna walk towards
let's
it.
go
Is that
see
what you're saying?
that is.
Awesome, that's a great idea.
I know.
That is a great idea. Let's debunk the flapping.
Look, they drug my fat ass
gonna be
out there
like-
to do some shit though.
I know
Yeah,
mostly
Scooby-Doo.
I know mostly where a lot of shows are doing, where they're like, that noise over there just made a noise. That's a ghost over there. My show is probably going to be more based on trying to prove what's real and what's not real.
Right.
So, because I don't want people to watch my show and leave watching my show thinking, well, was he
Is he
faking
legit
it
or not?
Was
Yeah.
he
Right.
faking it, or was
Let's
he doing
debunk it.
real,
Let's
or-
find out what's really going on.
I know
And it could be paranormal. There are spirits out there. I believe that there are real spirits out there, and there ain't no telling. I mean,
I know it was really cool because we went out to Whitmire.
Yeah, what
Oh, yeah.
And
Whitmire.
we actually got, I think, the ghoul
Yeah, it
coming
came out
through
ghoul.
my spirit box.
wow, that's cool.
And then at another one, which I don't know if he's followed me or not, because I went all the way out to my mother's house in Chipley. And
Red button. Red button. We're doing a podcast. No phone calls.
anyways, so we had this ghost come through. Its name was Lester, and I was doing a voice box session at my mother's house. And Lester came through the old spirit box again, all the way out there, and so that was pretty cool.
I thought I said it not to follow me. I said, stay
Don't
there.
follow me, ghosts.
They never listen. They never listen. They're like children. They never listen. They just follow you. They're like...
They're like children, or Cody.
What'd you tell me
Never
not to
listen.
do? Yep.
So,
I've had quite a few paranormal experiences, actually. I'm not even going to lie to you.
Oh, and on top of, the paranormal YouTube show thing, I'm also here pretty soon, hopefully, getting together with Nick and Crystal, and we're going to be starting our own paranormal podcasting show.
What if we took a local musician, like picked a local musician to go with you?
Like
Kind
Keith.
of, yeah, like me, like to go.
And then we shove him in a room by himself.
That would be crazy. You guys start shucking out the Patreon to see.
get Cody Robinson
Yeah.
from Losing
Right.
Equilibrium.
Yep. That'd
That
be
would.
wild.
Oh my god, dude, I would take Cody anywhere. I fell in love with
Shout out
Cody.
to
Walmart,
Cody.
Cody.
Shout out to
Come with
Cody
me.
Robinson. Yup.
Dude, Cody, if you're watching this, dude, you were cool as shit.
Mhm.
Dude, he's awesome.
Excellent drummer. That dude's cool as hell. Really laid back dude,
And he's a
good
great
musician.
person to be
Yeah,
around.
He's
He's
a good person to be
awesome.
around.
Yeah. I feel much better about him these days.
Yeah.
Look, when you're kids,
I know, just kidding.
Yeah,
I
it's
can't help
different.
it.
When you go
It's
way
so
back,
funny.
it's way different. I mean,
Oh yeah, it's just a funny thing.
I was a lot different as a kid also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all were different
oh,
as kids.
absolutely.
Cody's going to be looking at it and go, what did I do wrong?
Jeez,
No,
guys.
he's gonna be like, oh, that's nice.
He's gonna be like, "You guys blasted me on the podcast. Come on."
Yeah, I
We're
did
throwing
post it.
shade.
I thought
It's
we
for
were friends.
views.
Yeah.
Yep.
we're still throwing shade about 30 acres.
Yep.
You're not over 30 acres.
He's never going to be over 30 acres.
Until we
Oh,
get him
yeah.
on the show, yeah.
Look, I'm gonna contact him and I'm gonna get him on the show. And
And then I'm gonna be quiet the entire show.
I know
That's how
you're
it's
gonna be like,
Whoops.
I have messed up now. The roast of Chase then would begin.
Be sure you get the old
That's when it
Mortal
would begin.
Kombat. Whoopsie.
Whoopsie.
They're all about roasting me on this show for whatever reason. So.
That's another thing.
That's
Can
because
we,
Alex ain't here.
can we talk about the Twitch stuff that's coming up? You guys got your Twitch ready, right?
Yeah, we got the channel ready. We haven't done much on it yet because it's been like a slow building process.
Right.
We
But
gotta have enough content
Yeah.
to start it, but we're planning on doing a 24/7 local artist radio.
Right. Which
So
would be
we need
excellent.
submissions on PcolaPodcasters@gmail.com.
Yep. If you got your music, guys, send us your music and we'll get it on. We will hook it up.
Music video, professionally recorded audio tracks. We are looking for good content, and we will be going through it and making sure it's, up to par for sharing as far as audio goes. And
Right.
all that.
Unfortunately, we can't take your cell phone videos or anything like that. We gotta have something that's solid enough that can be, viable for listening or viewing.
Yeah, if you're happy with it to the point that it could be played on the radio, that's
Then
what
we'll
we
take
want.
it,
Then
yep.
it's good. If you have a home studio and you have it sounding good, then we listen to it and it sounds good. It's on.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Let's do it.
We'll
but
screen it and we'll make sure that
Yeah.
if you're comfortable with it, we're comfortable with it. No doubt about it. And we will get it on and get it shared.
absolutely.
hopefully also with Twitch we'll do a take 2. But I want to actually start doing the Cola Underground on there. The stuff that's a little bit too spicy for
Yeah, that's
Or
the
YouTube and
kind of
Facebook.
R-rated or X.
Yeah.
Well, I, would
I don't know if I'd say it's
X-rated,
X-rated.
but I mean,
Nick might show his nipples.
that's the
about-
gangster version of the
Goodbye,
podcast. So
horses.
They don't want to see that. They're not prepared for that.
I mean, I'd pay $20 to see.
So that's what you would do for $20.
Heck yeah.
Look, I almost got it for you for free today.
I don't know. I could take a picture of me doing that, and then just cartoon myself and put on a shirt. I'm just saying.
And there you go. And then we'll have a.
We need two shirts just to fit all of me on there.
This is gonna be too.
Oh, calm
late.
down. Shut your mouth. I'll beat you.
We're about to beat the shit out of Nick on this podcast right here. So
Speaking of elbow drops, are we not launching a wrestling one too?
We are.
We said something about wrestling too. We have said that we are multi-interest. It doesn't matter what you got going on. Let us know. We will get you on the show. I mean, if you're a wrestler, if you're a motorcyclist, if you're in a motorcycle club, or you got a car show coming up, it doesn't matter. Just reach out, and we will definitely try to get you on the show and get you seen by the general public and the people.
And we do want to go out to different events and do some recording, eventually live streaming at these events, so that way we can promote you that way. We can promote the venue that you're going for, which gives them an added incentive to booking you. You know, like, okay, well, we'll also have a podcast out there that's going to promote, and they have this reach and this following. So if, you know, you're also getting ad space as a venue, or as an artist, you're getting ad space. And it's a conversation
It's like the
away.
sound. The sound is kind of, partnered up with you, and, they reached out. And, if you're in a podcast or anything like that, work with us. We're all about spreading that love. If you want to work with us, heck yeah, reach out. We will definitely work with you.
Yeah.
Well, on the sound, they invited us on their podcast on December 12th.
Awesome.
So that's at 8 p.m. December 12th.
Oh,
so
we
we'll
get
be
to
live
go.
streaming.
We get to go visitor stadium this time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, visitor stadium. But we'll probably stream it as well. We'll probably do some clips on that.
Absolutely.
We gotta talk with them.
Yeah,
I
make
wanna
sure it's
see-
cool. Yeah.
I don't want any entanglement when it comes to that.
Oh,
so.
I agree. But we'll talk to
Spread the
them.
love.
Try to get it all.
If anything,
promoted.
I make see if I can take the video and get that segment out with us and do it. But yeah, you'll definitely see something like that. So, but on the wrestling thing, I haven't did it yet. I have an idea of what I want to do, but a lot of stuff's got to be ironed out before I do it. But it is going to be coming to you.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind, and it'd be coming. I still want to think of a good name for it. So
can we actually talk about how Nick is related to a legend?
Oh, he's busting out the legend card.
So believe this if you want, because it's true. I'm actually Ricky Morton from the Rock and Roll Express. I'm actually his son.
Wow.
And
Wow.
yeah.
I grew up wrestling. I was actually in a backyard wrestling federation, and to be able to hear you say that, it's like, wow, that's cool. So
Well, I grew up watching them, and then I didn't know until I was 18 because my brother told me, and then
It turned out to be true, and like half your family knows.
half my family knew about it. They knew of him. My cousin is friends with his I want to say niece.
Yeah, but it's the issue is that he does not claim you as his son.
Oh.
He's one of those typical famous dads that don't want to,
Well, we've
That-
never
that-
talked, so
Well, yeah, but
and I could, but
He
I can
knows
see
you
it from
exist.
that.
We're
But I
getting
can see it from that
sentimental here,
standpoint,
folks.
though. I can see it from his standpoint. Okay, some dude just comes out of the woodwork saying, "Hey, I'm your son."
Yeah.
and
You
you're a
ain't going one of
celebrity,
those
you're going to be like,
situations.
Psh.
But
But
they've
if
had
you look
proof,
at
though,
you
right?
and you look at the photos, or if you look at his other son, it's pretty uncanny.
But I thought you said they had proof, though, didn't they? Didn't they do, like, a DNA thing or whatever?
I don't know what's all been done. They didn't do nothing to me. But I know a bunch of people, including his other siblings, have already said, like, "Hey, you look just like him."
Yeah, and they talk to him, but
We haven't talked in a little bit, but we have talked before.
Well, I feel honored to be
that's
sitting
cool.
next
That's
to
really
wrestling
cool.
royalty.
I'm just pointing this out, and I will say it on camera. If by chance you
Ricky
ever see
Morton.
this, Ricky Morton, I'm not trying to get anything out of you. I really am not. But it would be nice to actually speak to you and just shoot the shit. I love to talk to you about like the old days of wrestling.
Yeah, Waffle House.
Yeah. You guys, if you know, I mean, if you got those connections, man, reach out. Yo, help Nick out. I mean, that's an important thing. I mean,
And if you don't still want to claim me, we can always take a DNA test to see.
that's right.
So if I'm not, fine. If I am, daddy.
What's up, Pops?
Pretty
What's
sure
up?
it's gonna be Daddy. I saw those pictures,
I
man.
think it'd just be
There's
cool
no way.
to be able to stay friends.
Cody
even if you're
commented
not
on that post. I'm sorry. I know that I'm not supposed to be on my phone, but Cody commented on that
No,
post.
you can be on your phone. These other podcasters do that shit.
No,
all the
look,
time.
I have to
Forget that.
see what he said because we posted that photo with his face on it in the hamburger.
Oh wow.
I'm going to edit that in.
You're gonna be able to pull that
God.
up, Jamie. Right
You
there?
got
Nah,
to.
well,
That's beautiful.
Maybe.
We'll pull
Hold
it up.
on.
I can pull it up in post.
Cody
Yeah.
Danley commented on Picola.
Watch him
That's
say,
what's up.
I hate you.
I
That's
hate
what
you.
it's gonna say. I know.
Oh.
I hate you guys. Hold
Oh.
on. It's loading. I have no signal. This is horse shit. Okay, hold on. Bruh.
Dude, we got
It's
that.
just bruh.
Bruh. Yo, bruh.
Be
Bruh.
right back, guys.
Okay.
Come on out, Chase.
Oh yeah, we're buttholes.
Ah.
So yeah, that logo, by the way, was made whenever we first started talking about it, just kind of as a joke.
What do you say?
He just said bruh
Bro.
with a period. Like he's
That's
probably,
the new I hate you.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh man. What do we got on our next deal? What do we got going on here? Let me look at my notes.
Oh, I will say that on Tuesday we're going to be at Woodsy's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, doing
Yeah,
karaoke.
Karaoke. Over
Crystal
at
Clear
Woodsy's.
Sounds, that's me.
Yep.
Come out there and sing with us.
Yeah,
I'll
sing
be
with us,
in-
party with us.
I'll be in the mood to sing that day. It's
probably
it's
will,
hit or
too.
miss for me. So
Yeah.
some days I feel like it, some days I don't. That's why I'm a guitar player.
Yeah.
So
I would have to say that's why I'm a drummer. I mean,
I like singing.
I like to sing,
I love
but
it.
I'm not really great at it. So it's
Same.
just fun to do. I mean, if somebody were like, "Hey Keith, you want to be the front man?" I'd be like,
You sang karaoke.
I have, and I'm
at
actually
Woodsy's.
decent.
That's actually like the first time I met you. Actually,
I
was
am
at
actually
Woodsy's.
pretty decent at it, depending on what song that I pick. But my mom's did karaoke a lot, and music
just
has
keeping
been
it
in the history of my family. So I mean, either way, I mean, I can play a little bit of guitar. I'm not great at it. I play like harmonica and I can play bass, but my true passion is drums, and I love to do karaoke every so often.
I started out on bass before I went to guitar.
Yeah, bass is kind of a percussive instrument, you know. I mean, it's one of those things. It's fun to do.
Well, me and my buddies back in the day was actually going to start a Metallica tribute band.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I was sitting there learning like a lot of Cliff and Jason Newsted stuff.
Oh yeah, we gotta
Before
ask Chase.
Trujillo
We gotta
came.
ask Chase right now. Metallica or Megadeth?
We already did that.
Not with you. Not
Yeah.
with you though. No.
I totally went Megadeth that one.
Oh, you did.
interview,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, that was my
Yeah.
bad then.
Yeah.
I
I mean, and the only reason I go Megadeth is one, because I feel like it was kind of a shitty move for them to kick Dave Mustaine out of Metallica, because
I mean,
Of
he did
his
get
drink-
violent when he was drunk.
yeah, but they all drank and they all
Oh,
had
yeah,
a
yeah.
problem. They were called Alcoholica at one time. dude. It was not-
Alcoholica.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, Dave Mustaine does have a reputation of being an a-hole,
Ooh,
but
nobody likes an a-hole.
well, he's a really good musician, and he could have
Yep.
brought a lot to. Could you
That's where I'm
imagine
coming
what?
from.
Could you imagine what Metallica would be like if Dave Mustaine would have stayed in there?
Megadeth's songs have a lot more color and structure.
that's what I like about it. And then I can turn it on. There, it doesn't sound the same. It's not all isolated vocals. We got to do that one day.
He's known
Just
for
isolate
that voice.
vocals. He
She
is known
ain't
for his
bad,
voice, and
sounds
that's
good.
and it's not a
And
bad
James
voice.
Hetfield going,
It's
"Yeah."
just
I feel like some of the best musicians that came out of Metallica, in my opinion, one is dead. The other one, I guess, either got fired or quit. Sorry.
You talking about Jason Newsted?
Yeah.
He,
And
he started as Voivod.
and Flotsam and Jetsam.
Yep.
And he went to Ozzy Osbourne.
Well, I don't remember if he left or if he got fired. I know he was having a problem with James there for a little bit, so he left.
I thought he
What
left
about
and just
what
went
about
on to his
old
project.
Les Claypool trying out for Metallica, and they were like, "Dude, you're too good. You got to get out of here with that noise."
Well, he is too good. I mean,
Les Claypool. I mean,
I came so
you
close
think
to
about
meeting him.
Primus and the funky tones and weird,
My
crazy
name is
basses.
Mud.
So yeah, I mean,
love-
Winona's Big Brown Beaver and
Tommy the Cat.
Yeah, Tommy the Cat. There's a lot of good songs that Primus did. I mean, one of my favorites would probably be My Name Is Mud for sure. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's all good stuff.
that was actually my first song that got me on to Primus. Was My Name Is Mud. And I was like, what the
That's how
hell?
Primus
Jerry
with
was a
Tool.
race car driver.
Yeah,
Actually,
Primus with Tool.
I knew
He was
about
back
Primus
with
way
Kelly.
before that, but playing Tony Hawk and then Jerry was a race car driver was on that.
Yep, yep.
So
Oh, that's a cool question. Even though it's been maybe about a year since it's come out, but what is y'all's opinion on the newest Tool album that came out? Do y'all like it?
I haven't heard it yet.
You haven't heard
I
it?
have not either.
I haven't really listened to
No,
the
I
whole
haven't
thing
listened
through,
to
and
it.
I'm a huge Maynard James Keenan fan.
I love
like Perfect
Tool.
Circle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Perfect
She's a
Circle
big
was
old
pretty
tool.
good.
I have a big old tool that has a. I'm not gonna comment on your tool size.
Welcome to PcolaPodcasters.
No. Shut it down. Shut it down right now.
I shut it down for you.
Shut it down.
But that's because I love you.
Okay. Love you too.
I'm sleeping on the couch.
What do we got next? What do we got next, guys? What are we talking about?
What are we talking about?
Since we're
I don't know, but I gotta pee, so I
chub-
can't really
Subject
concentrate.
changing.
Look, I can't help it. I'm gonna go. I'll be back.
You want to plug anything of yours, Keith?
Oh,
Yeah, he
okay.
does.
Let's go ahead and talk about some confront
do
the
that.
chaos. All right, guys. So,
It is.
me and my fellas, we all come from different backgrounds. I want to say the first one that I grabbed for KTK would be my lead guy, Paul Fowler. He started playing guitar when he was about, I don't know, maybe 12 or 13 years old. Of course, he is a huge, like, Metallica, Anthrax type dude. And this guy just shreds. And the first time I asked him, I was like, yo, dude, I was like, you play guitar, huh? And he was like, yeah, I play a little bit. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I'm trying to put together a project. And, he came down, and the first time he jammed, I was like, holy shit, this dude is killer. Absolute shredder. And I had to have him. So I grabbed him, and let's see, at the time, I didn't have a bassist or anything like that. So I reached out to other musicians, grabbed a bassist, which is not our current bassist. Our current bassist, I actually went to high school with, grew up with that dude. And, nice. Yo, dude. Yeah. Those are my cymbals. But, wow, that's funny.
I popped it out.
But anyways, back to KTK while you're over there
I'm sorry. Look, I was trying to
smacking
get
cymbals
by.
with a boom.
I couldn't help it. I
that's
lift
funny.
him up over it,
That's
and then
funny.
I went, and then he was coming by, and then I accidentally dropped one on it. That's when we heard.
Oh man.
Oh,
So
sorry.
I'm gonna get Crystal at a show, so when I do my cymbal stop, she's gonna do a boob cymbal stop.
I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop the whole titty on it. Look, later on, I'm gonna crush this can.
But,
Just kidding.
You want 1 million views? Because that's how you get 1 million views.
Wow. Good shit.
Don't play with me. It's
but anyways,
too firm.
back to my
KTK,
guys.
my bad.
KTK.
I'm so sorry.
Awesome.
I'm a terrible person.
No, you're not. So my bassist Chris, we went to high school together, and he used to come over to my house and play guitar. At that time, I was playing guitar too. I wasn't really great at it, but we would jam out, hang out, and we decided at that point that one day we were actually going to be in a band together, and that actually came true. I mean, we saw each other probably about, I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago, maybe longer. And I was like, yo, dude, come to my house. And he was like, okay, cool. And we started jamming at that point. It just happened to work out. So it was me, Paul, and Chris. And we had a couple other musicians that's with us. James Heston, who's now in Storm Within. He was with us in Perfect Dark at the time. And got those guys together. And let me think here. Mark Maloney, who was the frontman for Perfect Dark, who actually went on to do different things. We got George, which is our current frontman, for a little while, but his scheduling and stuff didn't work out with what we had going on, so we ended up getting Mark back. And when I had my first kid and Chris had his first kid, we all took a break. We all took a year off hiatus. And when I decided to get back in it, that's when I did Serena's Fire, which was a cover band.
Yeah.
And we got Chris back in the cover band. Of course, I was playing drums. Brady Newsom was front man. Let's see. Brian Bowman, who now plays guitar in Pardon the Scars. And our bassist was Jeremy Snyder, which was this dude. Oh my God, Jeremy. This dude could play bass guitar with a fucking drumstick. Oh my God, it was crazy. I wanted him because he wasn't from here, and I didn't see anybody in this area who could play bass like him, so brought him in on the mix. And we did Serena's Fire for, probably about a year? I want to say it was about a year. And then we all disbanded. And then when I decided to get this space back, when this space became available to us, reached back out to Paul, got him, reached out to Dooley, got him back. And then we got Justin Matthews, which was, he's an original musician for Wicked Waltz. And got him to play guitar. And we threw George in on the vocals, and that's what KTK had built on. And we started writing music immediately, and it just clicked. It just worked. And that's what we are today. And we just dropped our music video, Subliminal Messages, on YouTube. You can go check that out. That's actually a really good video that Cole over at Enlightened Studios had produced for us. And KTK850 at Facebook. You can find us on Patreon, us on YouTube, and we are growing as a band. We've been together since late 2018, I think. And we are Reverb Nation Artists. Which is another website, which is kind of like Facebook, but for musicians. So that's where we are today, and we've only done I think 5 shows together as a whole, and we're currently writing. We're working on a couple covers, and if you come to a show, you'll get to see what those covers are.
Absolutely. Good stuff.
You dodged that.
You
Perfect
dodged
timing.
that, so you were quick, man.
That whole transition way. Like,
We're on the same beat schedule.
Sorry, guys. But question for you guys: what was a band that?
Nope, never mind.
Did that just happen?
I was trying to, but.
What was a band that got you into music and influenced you and was a big part of your life?
If you don't know that.
Yeah.
Well, I thought I'd ask you.
If you can't guess, mine's Van Halen. If you look on my Facebook page, all of that. Yeah, I was a big, I still am, a big Van Halen fan.
Rest in peace, Eddie Van Halen.
Yes. And I'll get a lot of flack for this. But I was actually more into the Sammy Hagar era than David Lee Roth.
I like both of them. I think they both had a big part in my life.
Well, if it wasn't for Dave's voice, I'm pretty sure Van Halen wouldn't have got as big as they did.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he had to have both, in my opinion. So.
Well, I grew up on Van Halen too. My dad's favorite band is Van Halen and has been. And we had Diver Down, Women and Children First, those types of albums in the house, and I grew up listening to that. But my biggest musical influence, you're gonna... Let me just kind of go through a timeline with you. I listened to country music whenever I was little.
What era?
Like 90s, 2000s, which is
good.
where it was at, I know. I would say like Tim McGraw, those types of things. I got to listen to them, Lone Star. Then and still elementary age, I started listening to rock music. So my two favorite bands in 5th grade and 6th grade were Creed and Rob Zombie, which are totally... Shut up. I know Creed has a bad rep now, which I can't...
No, we sing that all the time in Cactus.
Oh, holy ho.
The isolated.
Yeah.
My sacrifice, yeah.
My sacrifice.
But yeah, so Rob Zombie I love. I love Rob Zombie so much. But my favorite artist now and still is Pantera. But growing up, I also had like a Perfect Circle obsession. Def Leppard. I'm not even done. Def Leppard.
Well, I wasn't done.
Def Leppard and Journey and all of them. Look, I'll cut you right off. Y'all know that. I didn't mean it. Go ahead.
Oh, you good.
No, you go.
Oh, I mean, besides Van Halen, but I am a big Cheap Trick fan.
Yes.
I love Cheap Trick. Mr. Big. Love them. Paul Gilbert is one of my favorite. One of my biggest influences on guitar besides Eddie Van Halen. Blackstone Cherry, which are a recent newer band. I got to meet them the first time they came here. They came here with Hinder and Finger 11. Mm-hmm. And they said, "Hey, we're gonna be in the hall at the Civic Center if y'all want autographs." And I was with John and my friend Dean. We all went there together, and we watched the whole show, but we figured we missed them. We walked through the doors; they're still out there signing autographs. So we chilled with them. It pisses me off, but I had a concert ticket. The Hinder and all of them, Blackstone Cherry signed it. And years and years ago, it got lost, so I don't know where that's at. But we managed to stay there, like, when the Civic Center was closing down. We stayed there with Blackstone Cherry, and then I actually got to eat with John Fred Young, the drummer. I got to eat Waffle House with him.
Right.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And so they're forever, like, a big influence and one of my favorite bands.
And it's also where we went and had our first date.
Oh, that's so cute.
Embarrassing moment.
Was it Waffle House?
No, I was talking about Blackstone Cherry.
Oh,
I
Blackstone.
will fight you.
No, that's what I thought. So, see, look, I mentioned us eating as our first date.
She's out of here. She said,
"Oh, Crystal, come on."
Horse shit.
I'm talking about us going out and eating, because that was really...
Well, that's cute, because...
I mean, like, we did all that, yeah.
One of my first...
I mean, yeah, we did that.
We did
I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Our first date, though. Our first date, you remember?
Our first big day, yeah,
Yeah.
was the Blackstone
Yeah.
Cherry concert.
Aww.
But,
At the Soul
And
Kitchen.
what did I do?
See, music
I
brings
took a
people
lunge
together.
for that guitar pick because you
And
said,
Waffle
I want that
House.
guitar pick. He did. I do this every time we go. I also did it at Tesla. I got you a guitar pick at Tesla.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw Tesla at Pensacola Interstate Fair a couple of years ago.
Really?
Crazy. Those guys play on like Black Star, the best like setup. They sounded great. It was great.
We saw them this past
Day.
Valentine's Day.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's date time whenever we go to concerts, apparently.
See, music brings people together, man. That's what it's
It
all
does.
about.
But no, every concert we've been through, she's gotten some sort of memorabilia from there. Like, she dove when we was at the Blackstone Cherry concert. She dove and got a pick.
Crystal dove.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're sitting there
He
jamming
was like,
out.
I want one of these picks, and he started throwing them, and I see this one. It's like, whoa. I'm like, oh, that's mine, right?
mine.
So I'm like,
yeah,
and I
slow
see it
mo.
hit the ground, and this girl turns around. I'm like, and I just dropped. I was like, boom, lunge. So I take a lunge, and I have my hand on it, and she's like trying to get her hands underneath my hand, and I'm like, no, this is mine.
Get out of here.
And then I got it, and then I turned around, and I was like,
I think the saddest thing about my musical experiences is that all my heroes growing up are dead. I never got to see any of them live.
who are your musical influences?
Well, growing up, my first hardcore fanboy band that I liked was AC/DC.
Oh, wow.
Loved AC/DC.
Right.
Angus Young is my guy. Bon Scott is my favorite air. When I was going through my depressing teenage years, it was Alice in Chains, Lane Staley.
Yeah, I see. Yep.
And Linkin Park, which that messed me up pretty bad that Chester died, because that was another band that I wanted to see live. Never got to. The only bands I've gotten to see live, which was at Bayfest, which I don't know if they have Bayfest anymore. It was Korn, Three Doors Down. I think Hinder was there. I got to see Shaggy, by the way.
Oh, wow.
That's a story for another time. I sing Shaggy a lot at Cactus Flower Cooking. But Alice in Chains, Lamb of God,
I saw Lamb of God.
That's one of my favorite bands. Whitechapel.
Wow.
As far I feel honored because a lot of the bands I grew up listening to was my stepdad's and mom's 80s metal bands.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I don't like this band, but it's one of the bands I have to add in there. Poison.
Yeah.
Guns N' Roses.
Talk dirty to me, baby.
Guns N' Roses, Motley Crue. I only like one Rat song, sadly. So.
Was it Round and
Way
Round?
Cool Jr.
Yeah.
Way Cool Jr.
Way Cool
man.
Jr.
Go
is
listen to
awesome.
Way Cool Jr. That's
I
my
Want a
Friday
Woman is
song.
also pretty good too.
That's my Friday song right there.
And Van Halen. Van Halen is a very near and dear,
God bless.
special band to me. Like my best friend Jonah, who works with me and Nick at Cactus Flower, his dad was a huge Van Halen fan, and he actually started playing guitar because of Eddie Van Halen, and they started a band in Missouri.
There's so many people that do.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Well, if I were to start playing guitar, it was either from Eddie or Randy Rhoads.
Right.
Randy Rhoads.
A lot of people don't think of him because he's been dead for so long, but he was a hell of a guitar player.
Yeah, that's crazy. I grew up on a lot of Southern rock. I grew up on bands like 38 Special, Leonard Skinner, Molly Hatchet, bands like that were a huge influence. Flirting with disaster and all that stuff. Nothing wrong with it. That was just where I really started to see bands and stuff like that with the whole Southern rock movement. And of course, it's part of why I'm the musician that I am today. So there's nothing wrong with it. I did listen to stuff like AC/DC and Van Halen and stuff like that. But, the whole Southern rock movement is what I grew up on.
You can't like anything Southern without liking Pantera and
Oh, yeah. I mean, you listen to Cemetery Gates. I mean, one of the first Pantera songs that I listened to was Cemetery Gates. And then that kind of pushed me into the whole down movement, Ghost Across the Mississippi and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so.
Ghost
Dimebag
Mississippi. And then, go ahead.
Yeah, Dimebag.
Dimebag.
Dime.
I was just going to say, Dimebag Darrell is right up there. The three guitar gods in my book, I know a lot of people think that freaking, what's his face? A lot of people are going to yell at me for...
Steve Vai.
No, not Steve Vai. Steve Vai is up there,
Yeah,
but
Steve Vai.
I wouldn't put him up there with Eddie and Randy and
You talking about Yngwie Malmsteen?
Yngwie.
Yeah,
Yngwie.
Yngwie, he does a lot
Dude.
of the same solos, and it pisses me off. It sounds the same to me.
He does a lot of neoclassical
But
stuff.
I don't like Yngwie at all. I'm
Wow.
sorry. But,
I mean,
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
he's a great guitar player, but in his personal life, Yngwie's a little bit of an asshole.
in my opinion, though, the three guitar gods that rule the roost above all of them is Eddie Van Halen, Randy Rhoads, and Dimebag Darrell.
Yeah.
That's what I
All
feel
excellent
like of the
musicians.
guitar
I
gods.
guess that's why we're all friends, because I'm all about Dimebag Darrell. He's got Eddie Van Halen on lock, and I also very much like Randy Rhoads.
Yeah.
See, I
So-
started,
We
actually
I started
we actually
diving into
share-
the instrumentalist, but you can go.
Oh, I was just gonna say we actually share a birthday, me and Randy.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was born December 6th, and I was born December 6th.
I kind of share something like that. I mean, I was born on the day Nikki Sixx died. So,
Wow.
So he kind of was
for the
born.
first time.
The
I
first
think
time,
I
I was about to
have
say the first time.
I
or
think
second
I
time?
have the same birthday as Johnny Van Zant from Skinner. He was also
Look up.
yeah, you gonna check
pull
it out.
that up,
It's
Jamie.
February 27th. I want to say that's the same birthday as Ronnie Van Zant or Johnny Van Zant. Sorry,
I'm putting mine in. I want to know what my
Yeah,
birthday
you'll have to
is.
Google that shit.
December.
Florida Man.
28.
Go
I
ahead
looked this up
go ahead and
before,
type your
and there
name
was
in
some
Florida
cool
Man, the year you were born, and see what pops up.
December
You know what's sad
28.
is that those guys were born in Florida and they wrote a song about a totally different state.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
They from
Alabama.
Jacksonville, just like Shinedown.
That's
That was
where
a
I was
hit.
born.
That was a hit.
I was born in Jacksonville, Florida, Duval County.
John
That's
Legend, Denzel Washington.
Oh wow.
Denzel Washington.
Who
whoop,
else?
whoop.
Look at me go.
You got
You're
me.
so
Wow.
strong.
So strong. Historical birthdays.
Yeah.
Stan Lee. That's the one that
Oh, wow.
that I had a cool one
Oh,
with.
Stan Lee, yeah.
That's
Marvel-
the one I couldn't
Marvel.
remember. Yep.
Dude, that's like the best
That's
birthday
crazy.
to be matched up with right there. Stan Lee.
Yeah.
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 Rest in peace, Stan Lee.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
You know,
Look at this.
memorial episode over here. Man, sad times.
But yeah, like I like instrumental guitarists a lot growing up too. So I love Steve Vai
Joe
and Joe
Satriani.
Satriani.
Joe Satriani.
I did listen to Yngwie. When Paul Gilbert left Mr. Big, he did his own instrumental albums, and I listened to all of them.
Who was that one instrumental guitarist? Frankie, was it
Frank Zappa?
Yeah.
Frank
Yeah.
Zappa, yeah.
He was a pretty good one. Yeah.
Steve Vai used to play with Frank Zappa
Mm.
in his band. That's where he got known.
Have y'all heard of Wolfie's stuff?
Yeah.
So,
Wolfie's
Yeah.
got a... I gotta say, it was a very touching when you listen to Distance. That was pretty good, and I gotta say, I wasn't a fan of Wolfie to begin with because I always loved Michael Anthony when he was on
Yeah.
bass and everything. But listening to everything, he's doing good. I can't hate on it.
and he's been backing up his dad since he passed away
Yep.
too. A lot of media's been, I wouldn't say trash talking Eddie, but like every time they say something, he's right there in the post like
I wouldn't.
beep beep.
They asked him, they go, "Are you gonna play Van Halen covers when you go on tour?" He goes, "No, I'm not gonna do that." He goes, "My music's my music, and my dad's music is his music."
He's got a level of respect there that he
Yeah.
doesn't want to go that route.
And I think that's what Eddie and Alex and the whole Van Halen family was all about anyways. They were about respect and respecting each other and stuff. Because if you look at past interviews with Eddie and Alex, you know, that's what they talk about a lot. They're like, we just kind of like doing our own thing and not really copying anybody.
Yeah.
So,
What did piss me off, though, not piss me off like at a person, but in general because of Eddie's passing, is Wolfie was on Howard Stern not too long ago.
really.
He did an interview, and he confirmed that Eddie was in talks with Dave and Sammy to do a big reunion tour.
I want, dude.
Uh,
Yeah, he actually rekindled his friendship with Sammy right before he died, and I think Sammy might have said something along the lines
yeah, I
like,
saw Sammy post the day he died.
Yeah.
he was like, I don't think, me and Eddie were kind of quiet when we were started talking because they didn't want rumors starting that there was going to be a reunion because they know once Sammy and Eddie started talking, that's the first thing that are going to come out
Oh
of
yeah,
fans.
but there was a reunion.
Speaking of Sammy, what do y'all think of Chickenfoot?
I love Chicken Foot.
You love
Chickenfoot's good.
Yes.
Chickenfoot's all right. I like them too.
Have you seen a lot of their shows at the Cabo Wabo or
No,
whatever?
I have not. I think I want to say when Chickenfoot first came out, I had heard, I want to say at least a couple off that first album, but what I heard, I liked.
Sexy Little Thing was their Sexy Little Thing and Oh Yeah was their main hits off the first album.
When I think Sammy Hagar, I go, I can't drive.
55.
You know what I mean?
Speaking of a legendary bloodline, what about Bonnet's son on the drums? And is it Chickenfoot that he plays?
I think that's Chad from
Chad Smith
Chad
plays the
Smith
drums.
from Red Hot.
I know that Bonnet's son from Zeppelin plays with Sammy on something.
That's the Wabaritas.
Wabaritas.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So that's
Guys, if you want to comment on that, if you want to drop in and you want to give your 2 cents on that, drop in, let us know.
Don't
say
let us
what
look
you
like
need to
idiots
say.
on this show.
no, please.
It may seem like, we know. If we don't know, school us. We're cool with that. Drop in, drop a comment, tell us what you think about it.
I mean, I have a large music history in here, but I'm prone to get something wrong.
I'm not opposed to anyone telling me that I'm wrong because I'm just wrong.
Human, because you're human.
I mean, it happens. So I mean, if you really honestly know, and you want to put your 2 cents in, go down and comment. Let us know. Hey, you guys fucked up. You know what I mean? That's just how it is.
I always said when I was younger, I'm like, if Van Halen was a religion, I'd be the Pope.
Oh yeah,
I said that.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Where are we off to next? What do we got next?
I don't know. Do we have anything next?
We
We've been going for
Talk
an
a
hour
little more
and
about
5.
wrestling.
Local events? Do we have any local events that you guys know about?
Well, you already know about your New Year's one.
Oh, there are rumors that KTK, Dark Con of Man, and Storm Within will be playing a New Year's show at Jimmy's Jukebox.
It's a rumor, huh?
It is a rumor, but I think
from a pretty viable source.
It
though.
is a very viable source. I think that show will definitely be going on. It would be a good way to start the new year. Let's get into 2021, doing some shows and getting people together and having a good time.
Let's hope that everybody's 2021 is a lot
Goes
better than their
great, yeah.
2020. Okay, because this year has been
2020
shit.
has been hell.
Knowing
a lot of
2020,
people.
they'll find a 13th month.
Yeah, there's a meme that's been going around on Facebook where everybody's like 2021, and then 2020 is like, nope.
Nope, not gonna happen.
It showed the guy doing this, getting paired. It said 11:59 p.m. It goes 12:59 p.m. Then it goes to 13.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 11:50.
And then his face is like,
Yeah.
That's terrible.
I would cry. I'd be like, no.
Guys, if you want to drop in, if you got an event coming up, you're more than welcome to drop in and let us know that you got an event coming up. We will promote it. We will share it. If you need help promoting or sharing it, we will definitely do that for you.
Well, that's part of what Cola Army is about.
Yes, Cola Army. Let's get into that some more.
The Cola Army thing. We're kind of wanting to get a bunch of people on board and promote multiple artists, and then
Oops.
but
Whoopsie!
something like that.
I don't know why I
strong.
did that.
It's okay. But yeah, Cola Army is pretty cool. It's going to be kind of like a street team backing for everybody.
Right,
It'll be
right.
promotional. It's basically our fan base name.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
you are Cola Army.
If you
So,
want to be part of the Cola Army,
hit us
let
up.
us know.
Let us know.
Hit us up. Comment. PcolaPodcasters@gmail.com. We got some big stuff going on. I mean, Crystal here has managed to get some good stuff rolling, and we need y'all's help. It's just how it is. I mean, we can promote and support and listen to you guys. What do y'all want? What do y'all want to hear? What are you guys looking for? I mean,
And I'll also mention that we are planning to live stream it. So,
Mhm.
like, if we can get that set up, that'd be awesome. If there's any internet providers that would like to offer services,
Right.
if it's at a location that might not offer strong enough Wi-Fi so we can live stream it to everybody, that would be awesome. And then we would be able to plug, this media company
Yeah.
or this internet company for doing that for us. And
Right.
it could sponsor COLAFEST that way, just for a trade deal like that. And that's
And
simple.
And I do want to mention, I don't know if we've said it on here before, but since we first started this podcast, 5 weeks ago,
with KTK.
we've been getting emails from international bands.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Overseas and
Yeah.
Portugal, Puerto Rico, New Guinea. I saw so many on there. United Kingdom.
Wow, the UK.
Um, there's one that I recently have talked to whenever we get our Skype capabilities running and we test that out. Nocion, I believe is how it's pronounced, and they're from Puerto Rico, and they're really good, and they're on Spotify.
Yep, I went and liked those guys, and of course they turn around and like the KTK page back, and that's what it's all about, man. Network, go
Share
like,
love.
go share the love. We are based out of the Gulf Coast, but we ain't scared to promote other countries and other areas.
We ain't scared to step our foot out
and other cities
we
and
have
other
Discovery.
states. I mean, if you're in Canada and you're watching this, hook us up. Let us know what you got going on. Let us
Send
know
us some poutine.
Yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong
Wait,
with
send
it.
us a what? Poutine.
Poutine.
Sounded like you said poutine.
And it's French fries and gravy.
Okay, look, I thought you said send us some poutine, and I'm like, I need you to calm
Nick
down.
almost got screwed up here
You
on
almost-
PcolaPodcasters.
You almost went through
Look,
the table.
I'll witness this.
Hey, send us
Yo,
some poutine.
yo.
I was like,
Hey,
whoa.
speaking of which, do you guys
sit down.
do you guys have a Venmo or anything like that where
We
people can
have-
go support?
Well, we are setting up the Patreon.
Yep.
Then we are also going to have the PayPal, but I have to get that set up to where it doesn't plug my face onto
Now
it.
with
'cause I linked
KTK,
it
we
to
got a
Facebook.
Venmo, we have the Patreon, we have our Reverb page, we have our Facebook page. If you guys are interested in supporting the podcast, advertising, I mean, it's not hard to get in touch with us to help you to help us. So
Yeah.
reach out, comment, go share, go like. It's important to do, and it's just how it works.
Look at it this way. This is all for you guys, really.
Yep, every bit of this is for you guys. It
Yeah,
gives
it's
you
the whole
guys entertainment,
networking.
something to watch, it's something new. You know what I mean? It'll draw people to what we're doing, and it will make everybody connect.
And I totally miss Springfest, and
Oh,
I
yeah,
hope this thing
Springfest.
grows like in 5 years to where we
Springfest
can.
and Bayfest, both.
Yeah.
They're still doing Bayfest?
I don't think so.
No,
sir.
I think Bayfest is gone.
Everything has been shut down as far as I know.
I was talking to Crystal and Nick. I'm like, if we get big enough, we can just take over Mobile and like have
that's
our own
what I'm
little
saying.
fest.
COLAFEST could
Yeah.
grow into something to where we go to New York or we go to Las Vegas or Texas or anything like that, and we can do COLAFEST in Louisiana. You know what I mean?
Or something like it, if
right,
not.
but we need y'all's help to do that. And in order to continue to move forward, it takes you guys to reach out and let us know what venues can we use, what venues can we work with. You know what I mean? It's very important to collaborate on that stuff.
If we get to 2,000 likes or whatever on this video right here, I'll get a tattoo of Nick's friend Cody holding a cheeseburger
what?
right here on my foot.
Now we're talking
Okay,
about
No. Can you put it on your butt cheek, though?
Yeah, I'll
not
put it on my butt cheek.
You should get the
Bush
one of
cheek.
Cody as the.
Look, you do realize you
never
just
mind, baby.
committed to that because we know tattoo artists from head to toe.
we get 2,000 likes on this video, and this dude will put a picture on his ass.
Why don't you have to pay a handling fee for that?
Ugh.
Have to grab your butt cheek and.
But y'all have to do that. Y'all have to get the watch. Somebody I know is gonna like make 2,000 accounts.
2,000 different accounts just to
Yeah.
get you to put that on your butt cheek, dude.
Oh, that's good shit.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
that's one way to do it.
Yep.
That's
But-
not the Cola Underground we were looking for.
Oh, wow.
If there's anything you want us to do, any ideas that you have, please send them our way.
Yep, you got a topic? Hook us up, man. Just go reach out.
You
and
got an event, let us know, and we'll try to come out there. I want to check out Yikes comedy stuff at Emerald Republic Brewery.
Yep.
They had, I think it's on Thursdays. Apparently they had Jewel in the audience.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
wow.
other
You showed me that.
week.
Man, that's my 90s chick
I'm
right
sorry,
there.
but
That was
Jewel-
my wife back in the 90s.
Yeah, so they have some cool people coming through there. It's a cool spot. I didn't run karaoke there for long since the pandemic happened and stuff, but it was a really cool spot.
We should have went there when Joel was there. We went up to her because we knew you'd be here. We followed our heart and our intuition.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
But
We could be buttholes and be like, are my hands small? Oh, wait, that wasn't you. You know what I mean? Like,
wow.
yeah, oh, no, that was Alanis Morissette.
Today's episode
Give
is
me my
brought to you
hands
by
small
That's Jewel.
Sonic.
Yeah.
Brought to you by.
Sorry.
Hey, look, we did Arby's the first time.
Oh, yeah,
so.
right.
We had the meats.
Sonic, if you guys want to, sponsor us, go ahead, man. Comment. If there's a local...
Get on the pewter.
Yeah, hook us
The
up.
cuter.
We'll promote y'all, too, or advertise you.
That's
But-
right.
Yeah, I hope you're enjoying all this because I love doing this every week.
I'm having a
I
blast.
enjoy
I
it.
always love doing it too.
It's an honor, and I really appreciate both of you guys for.
Well, we
bringing me
appreciate
in.
y'all for
Absolutely.
being a part of it because without y'all, I mean, like this would be a lot in our hands that we couldn't handle. We've got people doing artist management. We've got ideas rolling around. We've got, we've got so many big things that can come of this and that can grow our scene, and that's what I'm excited about.
Do you want to plug one of your friends in that may be joining our crew?
Kelly?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well Kelly, it depends on whenever she can get here, but Kiwi is what we'd like to call her. She's pretty
Hey, Kiwi.
cool. Hey Kiwi, you met her.
I know.
She was at DNR.
Yep.
When we did that show. Yeah, I've known
With
her
the
since
strong
high
man.
school. She did the radio thing with me. She was on the Q100 street team with me when I did Q100. Which, by the way, I worked for Cumulus for like 5 years. I did
Crystal's got a
radio.
pro background. I mean, what she's got going on, she knows what she's doing.
I got an idea. I touched a lot in radio whenever I worked there. I started off working for free, going to the events, going to Kia Autosport, and I am out here with Buffalo Rock Pepsi and Kia Autosport, and we have $5,000. We want to see you in a Kia.
Yeah.
That type of thing.
Was that you? Were you
No,
that
that
little
was
boy?
no, that was like the daughter. It was a girl.
I thought it was a boy.
Get on to him. Don't get on to me no more. Get on to him.
I thought that was
a little dude.
I said Booty. He called you a man.
That's awesome.
We want to see ya in a Kia.
No, that's not it.
But yeah, I did that, and then
Kia
I also,
Autosport. You guys want us to drop your...
Shout out to Kia.
Yep. You
Yeah.
guys
I
want
feel
us
like
to
I've
drop your
already
stuff?
worked
I
for
did a
Kia.
lot of those.
We will promote you too.
Yep,
So,
I did a lot of
all
those.
you gotta do
Live
is
talent
reach out.
tech.
Well, let's not also forget about our good buddy Nick here, who does all the
Nick is
equipment
our tech guy, and he does a phenomenal job. He sets up all our equipment and gets it all running.
I also do the graphics.
And
does
if you
the
guys need
graphics.
any graphics done outside of this podcast,
Yeah, hit him
if
up.
you guys need any graphics done or any editing or anything, hit my boy Nick up right now.
Yep.
Transition right there. See it?
We
Beautiful.
did. It's good.
Beautimous.
We're so proud of you, Nick.
Sorry, I'm getting new to the whole video editing.
Are we
thing,
getting
so.
ready to wrap up? Is there anything else we need to cover?
I think we're good because now we've just been bullshitting for like the last 20
Well,
minutes.
that's part of a podcast anyway.
Yep.
Bullshitting. But
I'm ready for the point where we start, doing the whole Joe Rogan thing. Just start
wow,
smoking
yeah.
Bro,
weed.
you need to calm
Shout
down.
out to Joe Rogan.
I ain't doing all that.
Shout out to Joe
Sponsor
Rogan.
us.
Yep.
Sponsor us
Help
so we
us
can.
out.
At least-
No, I'm just kidding.
At least young
No.
Jamie, come sponsor us.
Yeah,
come
right.
pull up our
Help us
stuff,
out.
please.
Yeah, we're not
We
gonna
got
get
you-
any
we got-
sponsors for our drug references. Okay, thanks a lot.
We'll share your shit down here in the southeast as well. So
I mean, he's
yeah.
in Texas now, so.
Yeah,
deep in the heart of Texas.
but I'm guessing that's gonna be it.
Yep.
I'm guessing
Guys,
so.
we appreciate you checking out the vids. We would like you
Definitely.
to check out next week's episode with the local band
Dark Con of Man. Yeah.
Excellent musicians. excellent musicians.
And triple duty for Justin on New Year's.
Yep.
Y'all make sure you're
New
coming
Year's
out to
Eve
that
show.
show.
Jimmy's Jukebox. I think we're solid on that. We're going to do that. And you will not be disappointed at all.
All right, until next time, I'm Nick.
I'm Inspector Gadget.
Just kidding.
I'm Chase.
I'm Keith.
And we are PcolaPodcasters.